Hi friends, it's me Stace and Miss Dinah. And today I thought I would go ahead and give you guys an updated craft room tour of both my craft rooms. This is, I guess, the main craft room. The other one has my crochet yarn in it, my laser, and also my 3D printers. This is the larger of the two, only because we did take the closet out. Both rooms are the same size. This one is bigger because the closet is no longer here. All right, so I'm at the doorway. So to my left, we have the Cricut Adventure. I got the cart from Amazon. And inside the cart, we have just Cricut Adventure tools. I have my label maker back here and tape back there. My beading tool, my hot glue gun, a sticker maker, 6x6, 8x8 pattern paper, mica powder, markers, and washi tape. Cards I made, then there's the vinyl here, vinyl there, and all my 12x12 cardstock and pattern paper is there. And then because it has the larger mats, hubby just attached a screw to my laminate desk, and that's where I store the mats. Right above that is just a shelf. I have a few laser things, glitter, epoxy, some sponge daubers, and some paintbrushes. Then we have the laminate. I want to say this is 6 feet. It's sitting on 2 cubes from Walmart. They're the Better Homes and Garden brand. This one has all of my stamps in it. This one has stuff for the jelly plate. And then my jelly plate is next to that right here. This side, this has just a little basket of just random office things. This one is empty. Then down there is fleece. That's too big to fit my dresser behind me. The box here is where I store all my Cricut Adventure cardstock. Right above that, we have just miscellaneous tools, alcohol inks, gel pens, Prismacolor markers, embossing powders, markers for the Cricut machines. Then we have my desk with the computer on it. Above the window, that shelf hubby hung, it has my embroidered toilet paper, gold leafing is up there, glitter paste, and screen printing ink is there. Hubby made the thread rack. It holds all my embroidery thread and regular sewing thread and different things on top of that. And then we have these 2 shelves. These just hold things I would use for crochet or really anything, you know. I just put that there. Then we have the dresser. We got this off of Craigslist. This has my 6x10 embroidery only machine. This has my 5x7 embroidery plus sewing. I do have it set up for sewing. My embroidery arm is down there under the dresser, so I can easily switch them out if I need to. Inside this drawer, we have different sewing notions. My foot pedal for that sewing machine. This one has zippers and bags I want to work on. This one has these little bottles for my hand sanitizer holders, ice cream cozies, different books I have projects with. All right, this one I believe has, there's different stabilizer in here and also some batting. This one is the hardest one to open, but this one holds all my fabric is in there. The bottom one down here holds more stabilizers, and then this bottom one holds my marine vinyl and also my felt. And then down there in the little containers is where all of my presser feet go, and my rollers kind of just hang over there by the dresser. Then we have these 2 pieces. We got these from Office Depot. It is a set. I don't think they make it anymore. I used to have my machines on here. So now on top I have my serger. My Cameo broke, so that's not here. I'm back doing Project Life, so I have all of my 3x4 cards here and my 4x6 cards there. My Cricut Maker, my heat press. The top drawer has just your generic, like Walmart brand type cardstock. Back here I have keychains I can sublimate. I have tape for my ATG, other things I can sublimate. Heat tape, the cord for my Cricut Joy is all also in there. The bottom one holds all of my paper tray ink cardstock, and then my cutting mats are on the side right here. I have the Stampin' Up! Simply Scored board and also the We Remember Keepers vinyl print press kit. Then we have the L-shaped desk, and Hardy's under that one. All right, so on the wall, just my ink pads. And then on top there, I have my Big Shot dies, different like Armor Etch, Mod Podge, my Cricut Joy Extra, different glues, my Big Bite, and that little book has different rhinestones in it. And then we have where I film. This area is where I film, and I have this area here to work on Project Life. I can bring a machine over just to give me more space. I like having that space empty. Then down there is my Project Life album. All right, so this drawer has just like foam squares, double-sided tape, a little bit of glue. This one is all of my miscellaneous punches and corner rounders in there. All right, this one it's just packed twines, embroidery floss, things like that. The next one has my acrylic blocks, and the bottom one has all my scrap pattern paper and also cardstock. All right, then we have on top, we have my cutters. I have the Cricut trimmer and then my rotary one. I have a little just a vinyl mat here. It's sitting on top of my glass mat. ATG, my little cup of scissors, different glues, of course, wipies, lotion. This little Lazy Susan, I got a 2-pack from Amazon. I just put mason jars on there and I just store my various tools on that. It makes it really easy to get to. All right, the cup turner, hubby made that. It's sitting on a printer cart. And the bottom here, I have just different molds are all down there that I would use. Baby powder, the arms that go on there, and I can't think what's back here. I think dried flowers and some joy pens, and then my big shot is down there as well as my plates. Behind the door is my vinyl. I just keep for the Cricut Venture, the larger vinyl, I just keep it in the trash can, and of course my ring light is there. So I think I covered everything in this room. Give you just one last glance. The other room also has carpeting, so it makes this room look a lot bigger because of the flooring. But anyway, there you have it. So I'm gonna hit pause and take you guys to the other room. All right, so this is the other craft room. I'm at the doorway. I'm gonna first take you guys around. So here, as I said, this one has the closet in it. The other room does not. Inside the closet, there's that same cube from Walmart, the Better Homes and Garden brand. On top of that, have you put a piece of laminate, so I'm able to put both of my printers here. On the very top, all these totes are just filled with extra crochet yarn, cotton yarn, or finished projects. Then this shelf has my mug press back there, a second cup turner, my gallon-sized jars of resin, laminator, just different things like that. Down here is wood in this area for the laser. These are my paints. You can see them down there, as well as the little daubers. Just various books and manuals and extra cardstock. Then I have these large jars that hold different yarn scraps. All right, closing the closet door. Let me take you guys over here to the yarn. So all the cubes are bolted to the wall in Molly bolt, so that there's no way them coming down. You can decide just have different yarn, Bernat blanket, I have some Parfait Chunky, acrylic, cotton. I also adorned it with some of the things I 3D printed up there. You can see a big dragon and also a few crochet things I made, like little giraffe, the chickens, different things like that. All right, and then down there next to the filing cabinet are my safety eyes when I'm making the critters. And then this little cart I got from Amazon. I just use it when I want to make something in the den. I just kind of fill it up and I take it out there, and it's really easy to use. I'm going to take it to the wall first. This just holds different things I 3D printed. All right, then we have the filing cabinet. On top of that, I hope you put a piece of wood to make it wider. So I'm able to put my filament dryer here. I just printed that. These are all little benchy boats that various people print. So I just have one little stand right there. My yarn winder is right here. This one is all my crochet patterns for different critters. The bottom one is like household and Etsy files. All right, the shelf here, that came from Home Depot, and it holds, as you can see, the 3 printers. So on the top, I have the A1 along with the AMS light system, so I'm able to do the multicolor printing. This is the A1 mini. It just has the single, but I'm also able to use this on that if I wanted to. Then we have the P1S that has this AMS to go with it. So I'm able to do the 4 color changes. Then this I just put here. These are just things I use when I'm printing. Little clips like this for the filament. I store all my filament in bags with those decorative packages. I clean my plate with alcohol and napkins. Just different things there. Then on the very bottom is where all my filament is. Hubby did add wood to all these shelves because it had that wire rack. And on the wood here, he attached a 1-inch PVC pipe about 3 inches or so apart, and he did it 3 times. I'm able to have 3 rows of storage for my filament. This is what the filament looks like, and it just sits on top of these so it doesn't roll. And that seems to be working out pretty well there. All right, on this side, we have the laser. This is the X-Tool PS2, a really nice machine. I just have it a towel on top just to keep the dog hair off of it. a cork board and a dry erase board there, and also it's just a picture, a puzzle that I put together years ago. Inside here is just different things for the lasers, or the laser. All right, then down there, you're probably thinking, Stacey, why do you have a tree in your house? This is actually logs. I use that for mock-ups for photos and things like that. And also the rock is also for mock-ups. Down there in that box is extra crochet projects, like completed projects. And these are all my other completed 3D printed items. We got this tray from Hobby Lobby. I can also use that to take pictures of things, so it's just a different surface to look at. This little sewing machine cart, I like keeping empty. This is basically where I take my photos at. And I will show you here. This white thing came from my light box. My light box was too big to put in here, so I just took this piece out, and hubby put hooks in here, and it just velcros up like that, and I could take pictures there. So that actually works out really well. Then we have the pegboard, as you can see. It used to hold all the crochet keychains. Now it holds all the 3D printed keychains. There are some crochet things up top, but it's mainly just 3D printed stuff. So these are the goldfish, the axolotls. All these are on my website, by the way. I will have that link below. The little dinosaur eggs, that's not on the website yet. Just different things. All right, inside this, if I do want to cut fabric or iron fabric, I just bring it in here. I have my ironing board right there and my cutting mat right there. And I can just pull this out, bring that arm up, and I have plenty of space to work. All right, inside here, we just keep 3D printed things. Whenever you buy a Bamboo Lab machine, they always send you like a little project. I just keep them there. Different glues, my snippers, different things down there. My iron is down there, and then also in here, just hardware for the keychains, different tools to go to the machines, things like that. Then in this basket, all of this, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with it. This is all printer poop. So when the printer changes colors, it shoots these out. This is just called printer poop. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. It is fun to play with. It's very textury. And it's filled. This whole basket is filled. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with it. Maybe hubby can take it to the Ronald McDonald house or something. Maybe they can figure out a craft with it. I've seen people use like heat tools and molds, like a heat gun. Hubby tried that with his heat gun, and it gets super hot, and it didn't really do. It was just too much work to mess with that. So I leave it there. But anyway, that is both rooms. Feel free to ask me any kind of questions. All right, my friends, that is it. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.